It's lunchtime, and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from Studio A in the heart of Delray Gallery, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free at 888-565-1470 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. Welcome to all our friends in South Florida talk. I can't get used to that.
Florida talk.
Talk.
How do you spell it?
TK.
Talk. A-T-A-W-K? Talk? Jojo, talk? There's like a W in there.
You know, don't do that.
Talk. Why?
Welcome to all our friends up north. It's getting a little warmer. You're coming out of the igloo, out of the ice age. Come on down. 84, 85, 86. We got a hot show for you tonight. Don't miss it. Remember, caring is sharing, so if you're watching today's show, share it out because you know you care. Phone number to call in.
888-994-4995. You can find us all over social media, Twitch, Periscope, YouTube. Give us a call. 888-994-4995. We are putting a new segment together with Elite Foundation. I'm really excited because you know how you throw out ideas all the time?
I do.
All. A-W-L,
What
all
are you? What
the
are you? What are
time.
you?
There's a W in
You're
everything
from New York,
today.
you talk funny.
All the time. So last time Wendy was here, which was just last week, right, we talked about bringing on the 14 authors. Well, you know, no grass grows under Wendy and Jessica, just saying, because then Jess sent me an email, I think the next day, when are we doing this? When are we confirming this? And then last night at 6:30, she says, are we on for tomorrow? Wendy and Samantha are coming, and she's got 2 more on Friday.
What are the authors?
Dr. Jessica's going to be here. We've got one coming in from California on VMix
But
on
now
Friday.
you have to create
a first responder. Now I got to really.
a
Now I got to read
name
them all.
for the segment,
Yes.
right? You got to give it a name, and then we have to do a little promotional thing for it.
Now we're going to go.
You just can't put it out there.
Well, you know what? Not often does everyone take us up on our offers. Quite actually,
know.
very rarely.
I know.
They say yes and they wait for us.
What's wrong with this lady?
But they say yes and then you did it. So yeah, I
What's
gotta
wrong
love
with this
these
lady?
ladies. Pretty impressive, right?
Now listen, I wanted to change up a little bit because a lot of people know that I open up the show with the welcome, and I get into my caca, whatever. And then I was watching some shows, and what they do is after I finish my whatever, I'm supposed to introduce you.
Really? Should I introduce you too?
I mean, 3 years, and I've never done that. I'm supposed to say, and here's my partner, and boom.
Why? But we have the intro.
No, but it's just protocol. It's the way it's done.
Cool.
Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, I'm supposed to call you out.
Go for it, Freddie.
No, not now. It's too late.
Okay, next show we'll do
Next
that.
show. I just remind me.
Energy Tuesday at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. We've got set 2 going. We've got all of our producers working hard. I'm really excited because there are so many events. That's what we need to do. Who's ever updating our V card and our website, Dylan. We've got lots of events. March 23rd, which we are working with Elite Foundation. It is the Brooklyn Cafe TV on Ice. So purchase your tickets. Go to the Groupmatics link. The promo is up that animator HPR Productions has created for us. Check it out. Purchase your tickets. It's March 23rd. It is a Saturday night. The event starts at 5:30 up in the Chairman's Club. We're having a live stream, fun show, networking event. The game is then at 7. After the game, everyone gets the opportunity to go on the ice. No skates needed. On the red carpet with your shoes to try and do a free slap shot. And that was a lot of fun. We got to do that. There are 3 ticket level prices, $35, $65, and $85. The $85 tickets include everything: food, beer, wine, soda, soft drinks, plus all your networking up in the Lord Stanley Loft. So if you are looking to network and give back to amazing charities, $6 from every ticket goes back to one of the charities of your choice that we're working with. All you have to do is go to Groupmatics, type in the charity's name. It's really, really simple. Elite Foundation, Elite Foundation, Inc. Anything like that, they're going to know that $6 from every ticket purchase goes back to the Elite Foundation for the fight against human trafficking. So that's going to be a great event. Thank you guys for sharing that out actually yesterday as well.
Now, I also know that you signed a deal. Are we allowed to discuss that or not yet?
Which deal are you talking about?
The boxing thing.
Yes.
Are we allowed?
Sure.
Do you know the name of it?
100%.
I had a sign here and somebody took my
I
sign.
put it away. We cleaned up.
Well, where'd you put it?
It's in the closet. Well,
Well, that doesn't. Nobody knows where. Dylan, see if there's a purple and white
But it's
sign.
bigger
there.
than that sign. That sign's really not all encompassing. It is the Brain Bowl
Encompassing.
2019, and there are 4 foundations that it is working with. 3 Alzheimer's foundations. That was only for one of them, so that's why I put it away.
That's okay. I need
3
something to hold on
Alzheimer's
to.
associations and Parkinson's. So this year it's 4. Last year we were fortunate enough to be able to cover the event. There were 1,000 people. As of last week, there are already 1,000 people. 67 tables have been sold already, and it's still a month away. So 2 months away. You going to be there? So
Yeah,
we
but
will
I would
be
like
there
to
as
hold
well.
up a sign. While
Maybe
you're
someone-
talking, I go like this.
We'll have Ashley create a sign for you. It's
No,
April
it's in the
12th.
closet.
It's a different sign. That's for the Alzheimer's Community Care Organization.
You know,
You're holding up your ex?
I'm gonna hold something up. You're wrong.
It's April 12th. It is at Boca West Country Club, and Wendy. So many people are going to be there. Jen G's going to be there. Wendy's going to be there. It's a great event. We're putting a promo. Mary Lou Henner is the keynote speaker, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Colors are teal and purple. So, ladies, if you're up buying your clothes and your shoes, teal and purple it is. But before April 12th, there's a big walkathon in her shoes coming up next weekend already. It is.
I know,
It's next weekend already.
Crazy.
You have your shoes?
What?
Did you go get your shoes?
Did you get your shoes?
Georgia, what size shoe do you wear?
6.
You wear 6?
Am I on? Can you? Oh,
That'll
6.
fit your toe.
Yeah,
That's
it's
not
not
gonna
big
work.
enough.
I gotta get a big shoe. I need a 10.
What size shoe do
Any
you wear?
women
men's
out there,
size?
you have a size 10
wear a
shoe that I
size
can
10?
buy.
You wear a 10?
You
I
wear
wear
10?
10, so
Then
I
you
gotta
need
wear
11
11.
and a half.
11 and a half?
Yes.
We're gonna make the boxes for you.
If
Do
a
they make
woman
those
has
shoes
an
that
11 and a
size?
half, if you have a
wait,
gorilla foot and you want to
15.
lend me a shoe,
Be kind and compassionate. That was
I
not
might actually
nice.
have some purple ones.
you
because-
wear an 11 and a half
No,
shoe?
no. Someone that
Really?
bought them
You're only
that
5 foot
has
nothing.
a knee injury and he might not be able to do the heels.
It's a he.
They're wedges though.
No, I want high heel, baby.
Okay, you want to see
I want to
wanted
go
those too, but
all to the sky.
he figured
If I'm
out
going to
wedge.
bust an ankle, I'm going to do it style. Jojo, you don't have
we
a...
will have EMS there.
You better.
That was
And they have to
confirmed
follow me
today.
all the way down. Jojo, you got a big shoe I can borrow?
Not today.
Not today. For this event.
No.
The event.
It's on April 9th. It's at 8 a.m. I'm sorry, March 9th, 8 a.m. Royal Palm Park in Oakland Park. Where is that?
It's right off of the main strip there in
Okay.
Oakland Park. I mean, you can't miss it. It's right off of, what's the main road
Is it
there?
east?
East.
Yes.
Sands
Okay.
Park.
Yes. It's
Royal Palm Park,
Royal Palm.
March 9th, 8 till 12. It is only a quarter-mile walk in your high heels. So I'm thinking logistically. I do that every day,
Yeah, but you're not a guy. That
right? I'm thinking that's like nothing. It's
I'm gonna
like
have to
going-
tape up my
Walk in
ankle.
her shoes.
I'm going to tell you something. Can we cut to the chase?
You want to change? You want to switch shoes?
I bow. You got it. You
Freddie, next week, why don't you and I switch shoes?
No.
I'm going to wear yours.
I can't wear high heels.
And you can wear, I'll find it, they wouldn't fit, but.
I'm gonna go
Well,
to like Goodwill and buy a whole bunch. So
Man,
when people
can you
show
believe
up
this?
because they couldn't
They are
find
We
them.
should
actually
do
gonna
that.
make me do
We
this.
should go next
I have
door
to
to
wear high
Goodwill.
heels because I walk
Should we give him my wig like we did once before?
This is not a pretty
There we
woman.
go. Now we're getting crazy.
That's for Elite Foundation Healing Heels Walkathon. It is April, I keep doing that, March 9th, Saturday, March 9th from 8 a.m. till 12 p.m. at Royal Palm Park, right on Oakland Park. Opening ceremony is at 8:30, pre-workout stretch at 9, and then walking in heels at 9:30.
All right, we
Closing
need
at
to talk
11.
about that because my ankles are hurting me already. I'm gonna have to tape them up and all this. That's
We can
really
do that. I know some physical therapists.
What?
Oh, there you go.
You have high heel boots?
I do.
11?
I can get them 11s.
Where you gonna get them? What are you?
Max.
She is like,
Oh, no, I don't want you going buy your shoes.
she's on point for you, Freddie.
I can see now. Don't be so.
There are
huffy.
no excuses.
And I'm gonna go to Goodwill and pick up a pair of 11 and a half high
You
heels.
know, and that day, because we're going to be in Fort Lauderdale, I'm just saying, after the walkathon, if they don't mind us coming a little sweaty,
Dawn,
we're going over
Dawn.
to the convention center and we're going to cover the
Dawn.
yoga expo with Pure Wave.
Dawn, I may be in EMS, in intensive care, and you're taking me to other kids.
It'll
Relax.
be fine.
Yeah, yeah. High heel, 11 and a half. First of all, my ankles don't work no more. I don't know how you women wear it. Dylan, can I hire you to wear my shoes?
We got you covered. But in the meantime, while you're thinking about the pain of your ankles, we've got JoJo over on camera 3 with Alex Freeman. Alex is running for...
You know what that is?
That is the branding bar.
That's the branding bar.
Alex is running for Sheriff of Palm Beach County in 2020. JoJo, welcome back to the set.
Hi there. It's good to be back.
Alex, good to see you again as well.
Thanks for having me again.
Hopefully this will be one of many of the Go-Go JoJo segments.
There you go.
But anyway, I have the pleasure of sitting here with retired Major Alex Freeman. And I understand you're also Sheriff of the Year?
No, Palm Beach County.
Palm Beach County Officer of the Year.
Yes.
Okay. It's all the same to me, but okay. And you're running for?
Sheriff of Palm Beach County, August of 2020.
Now, I do want to ask you, since you're running for that, we all know who your competitor is.
Yes.
What would you do to make things different, especially for our youth and the problems we're having in the schools and things of that nature?
Absolutely. Well, one of the things, well, there's a number of things that I would do differently. You know, as the next sheriff of this county, I want to be held accountable, and I'm going to demand that the voters of this county, who's going to ultimately serve as my employers, hold me accountable to providing quality law enforcement services. You know, and as it relates to the young folks of this county, you know, it is very, very important that law enforcement holistically throughout Palm Beach County work together to make sure that our kids are safe in our schools.
Right.
You know, it is very, very unfortunate with the incident that happened in Parkland.
It's still a heartthrob for many, you know.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You know, and being that it's so unfortunate, but it is so amazing what the kids of Parkland are doing in terms of getting involved with politics as they prepare for their future and holding elected officials accountable for their actions. You know, but it's unfortunate that it happened, but I'm so glad that
Things like this should never happen. You know, you would think our children are safe at school.
That's right.
You know, you send them to school and you want them to be safe. And that's not always the case.
That is so true.
And then we have children out there that have nothing to do. They're involved in gangs. What do we do to change that? What steps will we take?
Gangs, you know, gangs have been a concern for law enforcement throughout this country and every part of the world.
Exactly.
You know, and I have a plan that I believe that would begin to start to reduce the number of gang affiliation in Palm Beach County. You know, of course, you know, you have to do some thinking outside of the box type of strategies
Right.
if you're going to keep our community safe. So what I'm going to be proposing as the next sheriff of this county is that we're going to work with ex-gang members who have transformed their lives and are living as productive citizens to assist the Palm Beach County Sheriff Office in the reduction of gang affiliation here in Palm Beach County. You know, and when a gang member engages law enforcement, they see us as the enemy. But if they
Right.
have an opportunity to talk to someone who have lived
Who's
that
been
life,
there.
absolutely, lived that life and has turned their life around, hopefully that would be a way for them to turn their life around and to know that there is a way out.
Right.
You know.
Kind of like a mentor.
Yes.
If you will, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, there's definitely a need for that. I mean, children is roaming around doing nothing. They have no activities, really not many youth centers for them to go to, which would be a good thing. You have to keep them busy.
Absolutely.
Children have to be kept busy or else they just go off kilter, especially now with both parents working. They're coming
Yes.
home to nobody being there.
Yes.
So what happens then, you know?
That's right. You know, idle minds unfortunately lead to young folks engaging in criminal behavior.
Right.
You know, and it's unfortunate that we have that in Palm Beach County as well. Several years ago, back in 2010, but prior to 2010, Sheriff Willie, who did a great job here in Palm Beach County, he served for 18 years, probably one of the best sheriffs this county has ever seen
Right.
in the history of Palm Beach County. But Sheriff Willie, he implemented a program known as the Sheriff Office Eagle Academy. And the Eagle Academy was designed to assist at-risk juveniles, children, who was engaging in criminal behavior. So if they got arrested for a burglary or a theft, as opposed to being incarcerated and going to jail, juvenile, they were awarded or remanded to the Sheriff Office Eagle Academy. And as long as they completed the program, they would then transition back into our communities without a felony on their record, and it gives them an opportunity.
So they get
at
a second chance
of life.
And we talked about this last week, which is a great segue to the Elite Foundation, is working with at-risk youth. And Samantha, I'm glad you're here because we're going to talk about your story. You were not an at-risk youth, but yet you still fell prey to what happens on social media. And we talked about engaging our kids that are in these at-risk areas in town, in Palm Beach County, wherever you are, and keeping them off the streets and keeping them engaged. Because what happens is often, right, unfortunately, we would love to put Elite Foundation out of business. Sorry, just saying. Right? If there was no such thing as human trafficking that you have to fight. And so much of that is people just getting involved for a variety of reasons. We're going to talk to Jessica and Wendy about that because at 15, you had a situation and you were doing what you were supposed to be doing, but yet still fell into that. Let's go to commercial break. Thank you, Alex, so much. Jojo, great job. Jojo on the go-go in Studio A. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with more from Elite Foundation. See you in a few.
Drop the pounds to a new business and healthier you.
Place to step into your power. A platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions. A voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have the platform to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 80800. That's CAFE to 80800.
Do you want to learn how to eat healthy? Do you know that vegan food tastes great? Let me show you how I can make vegan, vegetarian, healthy food taste delicious. For more information, contact Chef Zelicious at 561-629-0593. We've made guest appearances on Fox 29 News, CBS 12, PBS, and more. Let my dishes speak for themselves so that you can enjoy healthy eating again. You can follow me on Twitter at Zainab73 and on Facebook and Instagram at Chef Zelicious. That's ChefZelicious. Let's get healthy again. Woo!
And wait a minute.
And we're back?
Yes, we got too many things
How do you
going
like
on at the
that?
same time.
Too many things at the same time. We're getting ready for our 1 o'clock hour, and we're still doing our 12 o'clock hour. We had Alex Freeman. Jojo, nice job. Alex is running candidate for sheriff in 2020. And when we met Alex, we were at Pure Wave on remote last Thursday, and how some things just fall into place. It's really remarkable, because I left there after amazing treatments, and I have to tell you, well, listen.
I want to talk about it.
By the grace of God, since 25 hours of treatment at Pure Wave, no, about an hour.
I don't want to talk about it.
Wait, listen. I have not had a headache.
Of course not. You almost walked on the highway.
I went a little crazy, a little too much
She
energy
had too
opening
much
for
of
me.
this stuff, right? We go to the parking lot, and I have stuff in my hands, and she says, I'll see you later. And she walks away.
You just left?
Like Night of the Living Dead. She just walks away. And I'm watching her walk away. And she's going towards the highway. I says, this ain't going to end well. And she just left.
I said, I got to get some food. It was whatever it did. It made, and I guess being on remote, I knew I could not drive. I had to get food, all this energy, but I haven't had a headache
you just walk away?
since Thursday, which is pretty remarkable.
Just walk away.
Just walk away.
Listen, I wanted to touch a little on some of the things that Alex talked about because, you know, when you introduce Alex, when you talk about introducing gang members to come and talk to our youth and sort of, because they've been there and they understand how the language that we don't. We're just not at that level and people don't pay attention to us at that young age. When you introduce those things, it becomes a shock.
Yes.
You know, people are very negative to the idea that gang members represent something evil and bad, and they don't come and think out of the box. But I applaud what you do. There used to be something called Scare Straight in New York that was very effective, but it was a little too strong, apparently. I didn't think it was too strong because when they took my car apart and they caught the kids doing it, I was very upset. And I just want to applaud that piece. There's a lot of information that you gave there, bringing back certain programs and everything else that do work.
and getting back to the kids, right? And those kids that are at risk. But there are kids that are not at risk that are still falling prey to what's going on in our community. Not even in our community. You talk about social media, right? Because our community now is worldwide because of social media.
Yeah.
And Elite Foundation was on, and there is a co-authored book called Invincible. And of the 14 authors, we have 2 of them with us today, which is perfect timing because Samantha is here, and she wrote, her chapter is called Victim to Victor, and she's going to tell her story a little bit from when she was 15 and engaging on social media, even knowing better, right? And living with your mom and Dr. Jessica and knowing that she, not at risk, not on the streets, totally where she was supposed to be and when, and you still fell prey to social media. So welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
Samantha, just might have to get you closer to your mic. Tell us your story, as much as you're willing to tell us.
Yeah, of course. So when I was 15, I was on social media just chatting with people that I didn't know, and I struck up a conversation with who I thought was a 15-year-old boy my age that was cute, and he basically groomed me to believe that without him, I was nothing.
Was he really a 15-year-old boy?
No, he actually turned out to be a known trafficker here in Florida, South Florida. So after finding that out, it was very eye-opening.
What was the process? How long did it take? You engaged in conversation. You were 15, so quite a few years ago.
Yeah, it was quite a few. But no, we talked for a good while, for a month and a half, before we had agreed to meet at a local mall. And thankfully, my mom noticed that there was changes in my behavior. I was very secluded, very introverted, and I was always a very friendly, happy person. So when she noticed that, she did what every mom would do, thinking it was technology, and she took my technology away. And that gave her a chance to basically go through the back door of that app and figure out who it was that I was actually talking to.
That's remarkable. So your mom went through social media, she realized who it was, and then what was the next step?
Unfortunately, she didn't disclose that with me, because at that age, just finding out that I had been groomed by an actual trafficker who had an established ring was shocking enough for me.
And the news right now, what's all over the news
Yes.
is they are, I think it's over 300 people involved in this ring that they've discovered.
Right.
Yes.
Is it more than that right now?
About 300 or more, yes.
Yeah. And the amazing thing is that one of the names that keep floating on this thing, because they want people to become aware and sensitive, is they got the owner of the Patriots,
Yes.
who is, I mean, it's just ridiculous. And I'm sure, I mean, if he hadn't won the Super Bowl, they wouldn't even mention it. But because he has and he's a somebody, this issue is a whole lot bigger and a whole lot deeper than people are willing to talk about.
Absolutely.
That is so true.
And they're starting to name a lot of other influential South Floridians as well as
Yes.
nationwide. Some names that are coming out that are pretty substantial.
Yes.
And what happened next, Samantha? She takes away all your social media, and it's
Yeah.
funny because I've talked to Julia, right? So I've talked. Freddie calls her coach because her son. I can't say a different generation, but a different generation because you're about the same age as my kids, give or take a couple years. And at that time, there wasn't as much social media as there is now, right? At that time, it was MySpace, and it was just coming. And I remember doing all of the things, and now I think there's so much more to parent, and I can't even imagine being a parent of someone younger than our kids are. She takes your phone away, and that was that. You were done? Nothing more?
No, for social media, that was it. It scared me. It scared me for life.
But did you realize what was going on when she was pointing out to you, this is the problem and this is why she was doing it? You accept the consequences?
No,
to what was going on?
absolutely. Yeah.
So you knew?
So I knew after the fact, of course, and now I have a younger sister who is 16, so I've taken my experience and tried to instill the wisdom that I didn't have at that age onto her and to her friends as well, even when they come over, just even warning them a little bit, just so they know, helps a lot. At least they're not as blind to it as they would if they hadn't heard from it.
And I think what you said was key. It's not just Facebook anymore. It's gaming. I mean, they have everything that you can have tied together where there's interactive, components with live people. They're really utilizing that platform.
I remember years ago when it first came out, gaming, I wouldn't let my son do this live gaming, and there were very few of us parents that were like that, and I couldn't understand. I thought maybe there was something wrong with me as a parent,
right,
that I was not allowing it. And how could all these other parents allow your kids to talk to people that you don't know who they really are?
Right.
And to this day, I watch family members, and I say to them, your children don't interact, they don't come to the dinner table, they don't go to family functions without their phone, and they're gaming with people. You have no idea who they are. And it boggles my mind. So these aren't even at-risk families, right? These are families that you think are well-educated and financially secure. I don't get it. And I'm not passing judgment. Wendy, I just don't get it.
Well,
what are you seeing?
It happens across every stage of life, right?
It happens against everywhere.
I mean, I've known women that aren't in their teens. They still fall victim to these guys.
It's their confidence level.
But these guys are good. I mean, these guys can
good.
sniff somebody's lack of confidence in a heartbeat. I mean, they're pros at it.
Well, when we talk, Samantha just did a lecture or a presentation at Broward College with all college-age kids, and one of the things that we talk about is that they will look you in the eye and say hello, and it's the girl that looks down, that's not confident, that says, "Hi, I'm good, who are you?" That they go towards and they lean towards, because they can pick up immediately that they have low self-esteem and that they're not very confident in who they are or what they do.
Mm-hmm. How has this been a lifelong journey for you, as you say in your chapter?
Well, it's been lifelong only in the fact that reestablishing my self-esteem and my self-worth in myself has taken up until now.
How old are you now?
20. Well, turning 22
Her
tomorrow.
birthday's tomorrow.
Oh,
We're having a birthday party here tomorrow if you'd like to come be a part of it.
Come. We can sing happy birthday to you too.
We are. It's Danielle Boujon's birthday, and she's bringing her party here. So if you're in the area, coming down for birthday party tomorrow.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Now I'm gonna ask you a question, and you don't have to answer if you don't want to. It is sensitive. Low self-esteem when you were in early teens.
Mm-hmm.
Was it because was it things around you? Was it a combination of both?
It was a combination of both. Not to get into too much detail, but there were events in my life that really tore me down, especially around my early teens, and unfortunately had a very long-lasting effect that I wasn't able to get, I guess, in accords with until I got into my late teens, early 20s.
And the fact that you even came to terms with it, because we started touching on that subject yesterday with addiction, food addictions, and eating disorders, and how so much of all of this stems from childhood, right? We are born, as you said yesterday to a friend of ours, with a clean slate, knowing nothing, and it is the experiences and our parents and the environment that changes that. And so often, and you're going to tell me I'm wrong, so many girls have low self-esteem. You're going to tell me boys do too. Right?
I don't say nothing.
I know. I can have a whole
You
conversation
have a whole
with
conversation by
myself.
yourself. I just say.
And here she sits, right? Girls with low self-esteem. You heard it over and over again last night with grown women in their 50s and 60s saying, I had low self-esteem. I was a victim in my family, and I was abused from this one and that one.
We're seeing that, in our book Fearless, we talk about that as well. And, how we as women perceive ourselves as not being perfect. No matter what we look like, no matter what we bring ourselves into, we have to be perfect or we're not acceptable socially and mentally. And, it drains us. We're constantly having to push through that.
But you are aware that you were born clean slate, right?
No, absolutely.
So that means that everything in your body, everything you think about is something that has been put there.
Yes.
It all has to do with nature versus nurture.
That's right. And the bottom line is, if somebody put it there, you can take it out. You can erase it.
I love how men think. It's just like, take it out.
Just be, and he'll say to me sometimes, he just says, stop
take it out.
He
We
just
can
says,
do that.
stop it.
I had this giant eraser in here. I don't know what they do with it.
Stop it. Just stop.
But let me tell you why. It's not easy to preach. I mean, it's easy to preach. It's not easy to do.
Right.
Absolutely. But the bottom line is, if you look at the consequences to this, I'd rather preach it and try to live it than not.
Absolutely.
And if you're given an opportunity, I remember Georgia was at an event here, right?
Yes.
And make sure her mic is on. We were at an event, and you came in. You went to get gas.
Yes.
And you had some kind of creep following you around. It's not.
Yes. He walked up when I was pumping gas. He walked up to me and he said to me, "I have a gun."
Oh.
And I was on my way to jury duty, actually. And I said, "Look, I am in no mood to be robbed or shot today. You're going to have to take this up with the next person."
Seriously?
He goes, "Lady, I don't want to shoot you. I just want to tell you that you're pretty."
Right.
But you know, but it's funny, but it's not funny.
No, it scared me, but I stayed calm.
Because you made a comment about guys think so easy. I'm gonna tell you how easy girls think. Girls go to parking lots, and they sit in the parking lots of Florida. You may want to pass a mandate when you become sheriff. You're caught in the parking lot thinking you're going to jail, and that's it.
That's right.
Make a law.
We have a question for him that somebody texted me.
Well, what's the question?
They wanted to know if you're elected, what are you going to do about the drug problem in Palm Beach County?
That's a good question. You know, Palm Beach County is faced with an opioid crisis here. And one of the things that we want to do as the next administration is work on the federal level and also with our state attorney to address the opioid problem here in Palm Beach County. But we also want to bring back the Sheriff Office Drug Forum, which served as the 85% success rate with people that was battling and dealing with drug addiction here in Palm Beach County. And that program too, if once individuals were remanded to that program for committing crimes, once they completed that program, they left that program with a clean slate, and they didn't have a felony on their record, which gave them an opportunity to start life over again. So we want to bring that program back. That program was $2.1 million in 2010 when the sheriff discontinued that program, and his budget was $418 million at the time. The budget now is over $595 million, and there has been no discussion of bringing back that worthy program, as well as the Sheriff Office Eagle Academy for at-risk youth.
So there's a whole bunch of things that have been done that he's going to bring back that were working.
Absolutely.
But to get back to your point, and I applaud your courageousness to come forward, because, that business doesn't die. They can arrest 3,000 people, and it's like roaches. You kill one, 15 are going to come behind it.
Yeah.
So this is a never-ending enterprise that is very profitable for people that do what they do. I think that the bottom line here is don't encourage the behavior. I mean, nobody's going to mess with JoJo because she's kind of scary. If somebody walks up to you and says something to you, I know the first thing you're going to do is you're going to freeze.
Well, I was going to say the first thing people do is panic, right? And kudos to your mom for being a proactive parent,
right?
Because that we talk about all the time. That's what it takes, is being present in your children's lives, which is hard sometimes. I get it, right? You've got 2 income families, or you've got one parent that's doing 2 jobs to put food on the table. It's not easy. That's
right. And you can't always pay attention to what's going on around you. It's like that show I saw, Chicago PD, and he lost his son. I'm going to tell you, if you think you know your kid, you got a problem. And this is me saying it, not dumb. I'm saying it. You want to write to me, write. But you got a problem because you don't know dumb. They change every day. Things in their life change every day. They're under pressures that you don't see. See, God gave you 2 eyes, but in here there's 12. We see better than you. So listen up. Learn to learn. Right. That's the deal.
Give us a call, 888-994-4995. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to talk about Wendy's pajama party and book Invincible. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
an American Express travel representative has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. As a cruise planner's travel advisor, Paul Vadiano will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. Paul specializes in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation, wedding, or event just for you. Find Paul at www.cruiseoptics.com, on Facebook, or by phone at 561-232-2626. We make your travel dreams come true.
Pure Wave. Supercharge your cells. Energize your body with Pure Wave therapy. Are you ready for improved cell regeneration, less discomfort, a longer, healthier, vital life? Contact purewavenow.com for your consultation. PureWave technology strengthens the immune system and metabolism while activating hormone production. purewavenow.com, 561-965-7777.
Those are the Church of Normandy.
Where do you come up with this stuff?
Do you know the Vatican? With all their problems, when in St. Patty's Cathedral, they do that 3 times to tell people, okay, the Pope is about to talk.
St. Patty's Day
So
is
the Pope
coming
is
up.
about to talk.
St. Patrick's Day is coming up right
Is it?
around the corner. Can you believe it's even March?
Don't say it.
I'm not.
Don't say
We're
it.
not doing it this year.
That's right. We're not doing no celebrations this year. Do not wish me any happy birthdays. Thank you.
Okay.
You guys want to laugh?
We'd love to laugh, Jojo.
Somebody just
Texted me and they want to know what's with the coffee bags.
Tell them.
Why do I have all the coffee bags around me? Well, they have their own coffee, Brooklyn Cafe, and it is organic. And my friend Kirsten up north just loves it. And you can actually buy it. Can you buy it by the case? How do they buy
You
it?
can buy it by the case. You can buy it by the bag. It is on our V card, so you can, and it's also on our website, brooklyncafe.tv. It is an organic blend. It has been private labeled for us. 5 countries the beans are from.
5
And it's good.
Oh, wow.
The coffee is
It's
delicious.
delicious.
It comes in beans and ground. It is organic. And JoJo's part of our branding table. So she's at our branding bar saying what's new, doing some interviews over there. You see our mugs, you see our coffee. We've got hot sauce coming next.
Hot sauce next. So you can have coffee in your hot sauce.
It's going to be me in a bottle.
So
Hot sauce?
yeah, hot sauce.
I'll
But
skip that one out.
Put it on the popcorn.
the fun thing is that we're going to take that branding table onto different restaurants. We're going to label it out, and when you sit at that table, you're going to read about us. You get a cup of coffee on the Brooklyn Cafe.
And to download our V card, if you're interested in coffee, go to your message on your phone and type in a new message, 80800. And in the message, you're going to type in cafe, C-A-F-E, hit send. You might have to hit Y for yes to accept it. All of the information from the Brooklyn Cafe TV will populate. You can go on it. You can see our show live streaming. Dylan puts it up live every day. You can order coffee. You can be a part of our show. You can become a sponsor, advertise. Just let us know and say hi.
That's right. If you want us to take the show to your place, give us a call, 888-994-4995, or you can call me at 347-245-6012, and we will throw a party at your place to promote it, and we will bring the house.
There you have it. We're talking about Invincible. We're back to chapter 4. We've got Samantha Vera with us, and we have Wendy Elliott. We're talking the pajama party. I love what you're talking about, the pajama
What's a
party.
pajama party?
Tell us about your pajama
Free
party
to
chapter.
ask.
So my chapter in the book Invincible was about my mom, and you know, forgive me if I get a little cloudy here, but my mom passed away from Alzheimer's, and you know, it had been, you know, it talks a little. My chapter talks a little bit about my life and how impactful she was in my life. She was actually my grandmother. So my grandmother and my grandfather adopted me when I was 5. I lived with them the majority of my life prior to that. And at 7, my daddy died. And so I thought that I did have the most amazing mother. But we would have pajama parties at night because she, you know, years later I realized it was because she didn't want to go sleep in the bed. And so we would set up at night, we would watch TV, we would have, you know, sliced oranges and things like that, and we just had a great time. And growing up, I just thought that it was like the best thing ever because she wouldn't ever really let me go stay with my girlfriends, you know, to have overnights or sleepovers, you know, so she says, we'll just have a pajama party here. So, you know, it's just a tribute to her and how she impacted who I am as a woman and, you know, just in general, the things that I really didn't realize until I got much older, what the true meaning of it was. You know, I just thought we were having a pajama party. I didn't realize what she was going through and how, you know, much suffering that she was having because of my father dying. So
interesting.
That was my book.
How many authors are in this book?
14.
14 authors, and everybody tells a personal story about their life. Is that the way the book? She reads everything. She don't let nobody.
Most of it is, you know, this was based on survivorship. So we really focused on, you know, how survivors are becoming thriving survivors with that, and the things that everybody goes through in their life, you know, can end up being very impactful and meaningful to other people that are dealing with the same thing. You know, it's like I talk a lot about. You know, when Jess and I first wrote Fearless, it was like, you know, why do people want to know what I know? You know, who am I and what are they going to learn from it? And then, you know, when you get a collaborative like this with 14 authors that have very specific things to say about their lives and meanings about what it is that we need to look at in life to be able to help others, it's really impactful. So this is a story of survivorship, but also ways that you can get through it and what to do with it.
And what I love about the books, often, because we get so many books that cross our table, I skim through some of it. I skip over the preface and I skip over who we are. I was reading Fearless, Who We Are, and we always say everyone has a story. Everyone comes to where they are in their life. See, there's this whole yin and yang of it, right? We want to get rid of our past. We want to say we're moving on, and you do the giant eraser. But we can't get rid of our past because our past makes us who we are.
Right.
So somehow we have to embrace it, move forward, take the good with it, deal with the bad, and move forward, because without your past, without your mom, and without Dr. Jessica's past, and without your past, as bad as it was, you wouldn't be the person you are sitting here today, right?
That's true.
You're on your second go-around for sheriff of Palm Beach County, right? The good and the bad of it. And I was going to ask you, Wendy, to tell me one of your tips. And here I keep scrolling through, and here's 8 important items, and I'm going to let you read them because it's going to come stronger from you.
Yeah.
And tell everyone where they can get Invincible as well.
So my 8 tips, and I'll just go through them really, really fast. Love long and hard. Life's too short. Don't give up. You know, what it is that you're doing. Be strong as a woman. You can do anything, even if it means asking someone for help. You know, I know we talk about men not wanting to ask for directions, but women don't like to ask for help either.
Sure, right.
And so make sure that you get that person that can help you with things. Never complain about hard work. It makes us who we are, and it makes us human. And be faithful to our God no matter what. God has a plan, and it's all laid out for us. And faith is very important for me, and I know, you know, Samantha and Dr. Jessica as well. Never let them see you sweat. You know, be strong when it counts and it matters to others. Write it all down, because you're never going to want to forget it. And who knows, you might be a part of a book writing program at some point. And this one I love, because this was my mom. Carry a big hoe, or at least get a gun. You know, being from the country does count. You know, and I like JoJo's thought. It's
with
like,
a gun.
You know, I grew up in the country, and so she always had a hoe on her shoulder, because you never knew when a snake was going to come out to cut its head off, right? And then have lots of pajama parties.
You know, it's interesting that you brought up carrying your past. There are 2 sides to every nickel, right? There's actually 3, but the other side is you don't forget, but you don't let it define. So if you don't forget, then you're there to teach others how to avoid the pitfalls.
That's right.
Absolutely.
And the other side of this thing is you don't let it define who you are, because you need to fight your way away from that stuff so that you can become the person that you are. So the balance now weighs in, and it's not always easy to do those two. Sometimes it gets a little cloudy. You know, Alice was talking off the set about things that you could do, whether you're male or female. Body language is a very important aspect of becoming a victim.
Right.
And that line is very fine. So, you know, how you carry your eyes, how you carry yourself, your self-esteem, how you answer and talk to people, you become a victim. If you want to be less of a victim, you know, raise your eyes.
Right.
Walk with a little bit of that.
Absolutely.
At all times.
Your surroundings.
You want to make sure.
Well, right now, up in Melbourne Beach, they think we possibly may have a serial killer.
Oh,
I don't know if you see down here that they found a young man in Melbourne that was found in the river. Then they have a woman that was found in the trunk of a car. And they're all happening late at night, so they think there may be a serial killer. So you really have to be aware all the time of your surroundings. And we have another question for you. We all know who you're running against. They want to know what's the one thing you'll do differently if you're elected.
The one thing that I would do differently is be transparent And in being transparent, you know, this county is made of 16 districts that are manned by police captains at the sheriff office. And I think it's important that one night a week from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. that those captains are at their substations to be available to the people of that community that we're serving, so that they can come in and share whatever concern they may have, whether it's about our level of service or about a crime. You know, that captain should be there. And what makes it even more transparent and for me to be accessible and accountable to the folks that place me in my administration in office is that myself, my 2 undersheriffs, and the colonel, each week we're going to visit one of those districts and be there from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. to also participate and engage in those conversations. You know, there is no greater joy than being responsive to the folks that place you in office and winning the hearts and minds and souls of those who didn't support you.
We talked about people going out to vote, right? And
yes.
So much of it comes again. Everyone here is around your age, and they vote. You know, are you guys going to go out and vote? What does it look like to you? Social media. What's it? I don't know, Teddy, Dylan, one of you guys take a mic. Kayla, take a mic. Social media, does it impact you, right? You guys are always on it. And as far as falling into the pitfalls of what Samantha got into, has anyone had a story?
You don't want to wait until you have a story.
That's right.
The time to act.
You can sit next to JoJo. You can sit in that chair.
The time to act. The time to act is now. You know, don't wait until something happens and then say, okay, I'm going to do something about it.
Are you registered to vote? Smash. There was a light.
Now I know when that light is broken.
Second time that's happened, right?
Are you guys?
It survived. The light survived.
Are you guys registered to vote? Are you signed up to vote?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teddy voted in the last election.
Not.
You're not?
I'm
okay.
not.
Well, we're gonna
you
hopefully
have to vote. People want change, but they don't vote. That doesn't make any sense.
We're gonna try to encourage you so that you do. No, it does make sense to me. I'm gonna tell you something. The way things are right now, I don't want to vote either.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I'm so sick and tired of being sick and tired.
But you can't have change if you don't go out and try and get it.
That's right.
That's true.
Right? You can't assume, you can't leave it to the hands of everybody else, because if you don't like what's going on, it's because it's in the hands of everybody else. So all you can do is try and make an impact, right?
That's true.
And talk about women and voting. There's a reason women got the right to vote. Use it.
The women got a right to vote. Everything you say that I laugh.
But think about it. There was a time when we didn't have a right to vote. There was a time that women didn't go in the workplace.
But
you know, there was a time,
it's a right to be right.
There are some
right
states
humane,
that just
right?
women just got the right to vote. I mean, we didn't really realize this, but we talk about this a lot. We did some research that women still didn't have the right to vote till like in the 50s or 60s.
Yes, that's correct. And there are people right now that just got the right to drive a car in some countries.
Yes,
right.
Women.
Right.
I mean, it's just, you know, it's backwards going further backwards. Now, I wanted to ask real quick before we lose time. You have the ear of somebody who not hopefully, is going to be the new sheriff of West Palm Beach. And here you are, you're in an organization. Now, you know, and I don't want to talk politics because crime does not have a Democrat, Republican. Crime is crime.
That's true.
What would you like? And you got his ear.
I know.
What would you like to see?
Well, first of all, I want to say congratulations to Palm Beach County for what's happening now in terms of the human trafficking sting and being able to pull those predators out of the way. And I think for us, you know, and I can't speak for Jessica, but I think that collectively we all are just making sure that people are aware. You know, train your policemen, train your employees to be able to know that if there's something that's happening, make sure that the victims get help and that they're not scrutinized, you know, and not acting like they're the ones that have done the crime. You know, it is prostitution in some people's viewpoint, and we know for a fact that no one would probably be a prostitute if it were up to them. So, you know, taking into consideration the victims in the storyline.
Absolutely.
Right, and if you think, Samantha, if your story had gone another way,
right?
Yeah. We don't want to think, but it happens. It happens to people all the time.
Isn't
that
there
the story goes another way?
Isn't there an old story? There's always somebody left behind to tell the story. So, you know, you talk about me walking in high heels, honey, your shoes are a whole lot bigger than that. You got to tell the story.
Right. And she does. And
how
she
can
does
people
a great
get
job
your
with
book and find more? Right, you're a public speaker, and both of you are. What's going on with the LEAP Foundation?
So you can find our book on Amazon. It's, Invincible is the collaborative. Fearless is also on there. And we have one that we just closed out. We have 27 authors for. It's
27?
called Unstoppable. Yes.
Wow.
Our goal was 30, but we'll work with 27. We're very, very pleased to have some really heavy hitters, in the book that's coming out, and look for us to continue with that. From an Elite Foundation standpoint, you heard about the Healing Heals. We have another event that's going to be in October. That's going to be more of a sit-down dinner, gala type of thing, where again we're raising money to fund our gap in mental health services, because we know the mental health component of it is not well funded, particularly in Florida. I think Florida is probably the 50th state, if not the 49th now, in terms of funding mental health.
That bad? Is that why they send everybody down here in the bus?
Yeah.
And they have you're looking at me. What they do is they give them a one-way bus ticket.
You serious?
Am I serious? Alex, am I serious?
It's warm.
And they have their parker.
It's warm.
And they send them down here with a one-way ticket, and they leave them on the corner. And you could tell they're from the north because they're all in boots and everything.
Yeah, there are better. I mean, like I said, 49th is not good when you come to funding per dollar for mental health services. So, we're raising funds to help. We have a GAP services. It's not like the complete component of it, but at least something to get them through. And we have an advocacy call center that we're starting. So if someone, we have a wonderful intern in both of those areas, and so they're working.
They have a phone number they can call you at?
They can call us at the office number.
And you can also go to Elite.
Yes, elitefundsfreedom.org is our website, and you can, if you want to volunteer.
She's going to look it up. elitefundsfreedom.org. We will have all the information.
It's on the business card.
And Dr. Jessica will be here.
It's online there.
954. I can't see that.
616-5246.
5246. You can't see?
It's a little fuzzy. I got to do the other eye tomorrow. Just saying. And also, next weekend, March 9th at 8 a.m., we will be at Healing Heals Walkathon. Come out just to see Freddie and Hills. It's so worth the drive.
That isn't nice. I will not be a poster boy.
You're not actually paid to see that. You are sharing the love.
I know what's going to happen, Jojo.
And we'll give him a purple tutu instead.
And a purple tutu. And now we know why she's going to be with us at the Brain Bowl. So more to come with that as well. Stay tuned. We'll be back in 2 and 2. 95.3 FM, 1470 AM. Thank you, ladies, so much. Alex, Jojo, and we will be right back.
Anna Stevenson, Saturdays at 4 p.m. WNN. The Money Talk Radio Network is WSBR Boca Raton, W280DU Boca Raton, and W245BC Lauderdale Lakes.
Seniors, this is Steve Kane here, asking you, is there too much month left at the end of your money? Take advantage of a reverse mortgage. If you're 62 years of age or older, you own your own home, you can get the money you need,
You have been
no
removed from
mortgage
the
payment,
conference.
and live in your home for the rest of your life. Use the money for anything. Vacations, pay off your bills, home repairs. It's your money to do with what you want. Call Emmanuel Saint-Germain on his cell phone, 561-400-7317. 561-400-7317.
Have you tried investing in the stock market and haven't done very well? Come into Online Trading Academy. Have your investments lost money and you're frustrated because the only thing your broker says is write it out? Hop in the car and get to Online Trading Academy. Pro investors show you how money is made in up, down, and sideways markets. You'll see the best way to pick stocks, options, futures, and Forex using a patented rules-based strategy taught only at Online Trading Academy. How to find the right investments, how to time the market, how to protect money from risk. For over 20 years, thousands have learned how to invest from home at Online Trading Academy. Come in and see what this school's all about at a free half-day class. They're all over Miami-Dade, Broward, Palm Beach, Stewart, and Port St. Lucie. Seating is limited, so call Online Trading Academy now to win a pair of tickets. 954-668-2510. 954-668-2510. 954-668-2510.
Now you can get Talk 1470 WNN on 95.3 FM too. Loud and clear, Health and Wealth Radio, WNN.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would just listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have the platform to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 80800. That's CAFE to 80800.
Cruise Planners, an American Express travel representative, has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. As a Cruise Planners travel advisor, Paul Vadiano will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. Paul specializes in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation, wedding, or event just for you. Find Paul at www.cruiseoptics.com, on Facebook, or by phone at 561-232-2626. We make your travel dreams come true.
It's lunchtime, and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from Studio A in the heart of Delray Gallery, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free at 888-565-1470 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to the
I know you cannot have
part
it.
two.
What's the air?
We're on the air. On the air, as they say. Welcome, welcome, welcome to all our friends in South Florida. I say goodbye to my friend Alex Freeman, who was just on in the first
Hector,
hour.
Alex, we had Elite Foundation. It was like, phew, everyone, they moved on. They all going and going.
Put on your ears.
Put on your ears. Is there an echo?
There's a lot of echo. You gotta shut stuff down, put it on 1 and 2 only. 1 and 2 only. No, stay on 1 and 2 only. Stay right there. Don't move.
How you doing, Freddie?
No, you gotta turn 1 and 2 on. You just turned me off. Turn 1 and 2 on. There you go.
There you go.
Welcome to all our friends in South Florida, LA, San Francisco, New York, and Chicago. It's a little bit hectic here today. Who's on the board, Joe?
Yes.
Joe, it's a little crazy because we're shifting gears and people coming in and out. That's good. Now you got it. So welcome, welcome, welcome. If you missed the first show, all right, you gotta relax. You're on the air. People hear you.
Put this thing on me, but you gotta relax.
It's a good thing her mic's on, is it?
It doesn't matter. We're hum mouth. You can hear it from here in New Jersey.
I know. Yes, JoJo is back in the house, if you're wondering.
I pushed the relax button.
Okay, these microphones on means we're on the air, so everything you say is being heard, and we're probably driving people crazy at the radio station.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe TV, Freddie. Today is Energized Tuesday. If you're wondering what today is, it's an energizing Tuesday, second hour of the Brooklyn Cafe. You can find us at 95.3 FM, 1470 AM. Give us a call, 888-565-1470. Our last hour, if you did not see it, you want to re-see it. We started a new premiere program, I guess, for lack of a better word, where we re-air our shows from Monday and Tuesday on Saturday and Sunday, just to reach a different audience, to know people, let people know that we're still there. And what happened last week, we had Elite Foundation, that is the fight against human trafficking. They were on Monday with Wendy Elliott, and then we re-aired the show again on Saturday. And the response we got on Saturday, there were people in Ghana watching us saying, I need to get involved with Elite Foundation because the human trafficking that is happening in Ghana, they said was just absolutely ridiculous, and they wanted to get involved. So never doubt or underestimate the reach that there is and the reach of social media. So that was the good of social media, right? Our story reached all the way to Ghana, and we reached Kenya, and every place we go on OTT. And then the flip side is one of the authors of Invincible from Elite Foundation, that Samantha was joining us, that she got involved with, so she thought was a 15-year-old kid on social media at the time because of low self-esteem, and she got involved, and her mother realized what was happening. So the good and the bad of social media, and the bottom line is...
You didn't even tell me that she was coming on.
I didn't find out until about 7:30 last night.
Yeah, but you didn't tell me anything this morning.
That they were coming on? Or
that
her
she was
story?
coming on. That's some story.
You know what? I took Fearless home over the weekend, which is the book.
You take all the books home.
Well, I took Wendy's book and Dr. Jessica's book home over the weekend, and I've been reading about being fearless in a women in business. I did not take Invincible home, and when I found out last night that they were coming on.
There's a responsibility when you take a book home. You have to share it with everybody because we don't have a chance to read it.
Well, I didn't get a chance to read Invincible until they were just on air, and I got to see their stories. But, you know, a 15-year-old girl on social media, which is what every parent's fear is. And Alex Freeman is with us. He is running for sheriff of Palm Beach County in 2020.
Thank you for the questions that were written in, Jojo.
Thank you, Jojo, for doing that. But there's so much overlap to everything we do. It's just remarkable that we got to talk to Alex. We met him at Pure Wave on Thursday. And you talk about putting in place programs again to work with at-risk youth, to keep them off the streets and keep them engaged. But you know what? Everyone's on social media, not only those that are at risk. Samantha was not at risk, right? She comes from a good family, well-educated, financially secure, and she too was on social media, and the low self-esteem, and this 15-year-old was not a 15-year-old. He was a well-known human trafficker in South Florida. They reached the kid, so all we can say is, you know what, parents, keep your eyes open. It's not easy. You know, there's 2 jobs, 2 working parents. Sometimes parents are working multiple jobs. And it's overwhelming, and you let your kids get on social media. And the gaming industry, the good of gaming and the bad of gaming. You don't know who your kids are gaming with. So all we can say is please get involved. And if you want more information, reach out to Elite Foundation, elitefundsfreedom.org. Or, here's the big news, you can come find us at Healing Hills Walkathon, March 9th. What it's like to walk in her shoes. And yes, Freddie will be there in women's heels doing the walkathon with me.
If I can find a pair of heels.
I'll find a pair.
If you wear a size 11.5 foot and you have a pair of pumps I can wear.
It's only a quarter mile, but it's really just to bring awareness to what it's like to walk in her shoes. It's like walking from Glades Road, a quarter mile not even to
A
Palmetto.
guy
That's
can't
a mile.
walk 5 feet, and you want me to walk a quarter mile.
It's well worth it.
Can I wear them around my neck?
No.
Why? I believe you. Women's shoes, yes, the whole nine. The pain, I
What-
understand.
It's not, I don't think it's necessarily the pain. It's just
No,
what
it's
it's
a
like
pain.
to walk in her shoes. But this event takes place on Saturday, March 9th from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. It is Royal Palm Park on Oakland Park.
Tony's laughing.
It's to end human slavery in South Florida. I mean, there are so
She's
many
doing the
causes.
visual.
You know what, though? They're going to be in Fort Lauderdale on the same day, so maybe you can get James and
You know,
come
I
on
feel
down and walk
the
with you.
flu coming on.
They have to wear shorts or a skirt.
There you go, so we
Do
can see your
not
legs.
encourage this group.
That's even better.
They have put wigs on me and dresses. I'm not doing that.
But
in
it's all
public.
for a good cause. You can always give us a call and leave
Not
a
even a
message
hilt.
at the radio station, 888-565-1470. We're switching it up a little bit. We've got JoJo back in town. Welcome back, JoJo.
It's good to see you guys.
And we've got Vinny. We haven't seen Vinny in quite a long time. Vinny Gravina is back, and we saw Vinny again last week at the Faith Washington show.
#1 show for a half hour in the last month.
Unbelievable ratings you guys had last week.
#1. Fantastic. That was unbelievable.
It was nice to have you and John Wellman back, and we've got Tony from Pure Wave. I was telling Tony a little bit about how you found me in the street last Thursday.
Yeah.
Not quite, but
No.
she didn't get a full accounting of what happened.
She just walked away. She says, I'll talk to you later, and walked away. She was walking towards the highway. I don't know where she was going. There was bushes there. I don't know where she was going. And then she turned the corner, and I said, okay, I guess she's gone.
But Tony, I have to tell you, the comments we got from everyone watching the show on the set and what Pure Wave looks like, everyone was commenting, right?
I know. They
How
said we look like
beautiful.
Bones, but the set looked beautiful.
No,
So
they said it
funny.
looked really, really
No, they said the
professional.
set looked good.
They said the
They
set.
said we look good.
I don't know, Matthew, if Matt and Teddy left, if you guys took a look at the film that you captured that day, but they did an incredible job with the camera work on that.
Very nice job.
They did a
Very
really,
nice.
really great job on the cameras and the audio, and Pure Wave was incredible. And what happened is my partner, my co-host next to me, Freddie Santori, decided I should sit next to all the guests while they were on the Pure Wave system.
That isn't true. That's not what happened.
No, you always sit on my left, I know.
That's right. I didn't
So
know.
I got all of the benefits.
Tony, I didn't know the thing went out three feet.
Tony, you know what? I didn't even really think about it. And then you said do a session, and I'm sitting in this beautiful, relaxed mat saying it's vibrating. It doesn't vibrate, right, Joda? Do you feel anything? You feel it vibrating?
No, it feels like tingles.
First of all, you are another one like her. You're high octane.
Highly sensitive.
Very
We're
sensitive.
high octane.
Yeah, so when you do this,
It's
you're
this.
going to be more wackadoodle. No, it's not that. You're going to be more wackadoodle than you are normal.
But I think we tried every system of the Pure Wave. We did the mat. You did it on your feet. I did the glasses.
They didn't turn up the juice enough for me. I needed like a 10.
But I have to tell you something. Fingers crossed. God is my witness. I have not had a headache since Thursday.
How can you have a headache? Your whole body was numb.
How many do you normally have?
Every day. It's just the level of degree of the migraine.
So you have none?
Pretty much I'm functioning okay.
Well, I told you I had a stiff neck. I never even told them when I did the show. I couldn't talk to the sheriff too much because my neck, I woke up with a pinched nerve or something. And she did this thing. One of the producers was sitting over there. I think it was yesterday.
Matt,
right?
yeah.
It was
And he
Matt.
fell asleep, I think.
And he fell asleep. And I
No.
talked to him. I turned my head. I went, and it was gone.
You started flipping your head back and
And I
forth,
started
back
doing
and
the dance. I'm like, what
Like
the?
one of those bobbleheads.
Bobbleheads.
He wouldn't
I've been
stop. He
called
couldn't
worse.
believe his neck felt so good.
You know, it was incredible
sure.
because people started walking in and saying, I want to try Pure Wave. I heard about it. My husband was here, and then a wife came in, right? And she was doing treatment. And there were so many moving parts at Pure Wave.
Now, Diane also, right? You worked on Diane.
Right.
She texted me afterwards. She got violently ill
Did she?
when she left. Yeah. But she wasn't feeling well coming in.
From this?
So check it out. So I said, oh my God, are you okay? I'm sorry. She says, do you know what? I got ill. It was violent. I stopped. I cleaned myself up. She says, I haven't felt this good in ages. She says, does this thing detox you? So this was one of the questions.
Not to that extent, though.
Well, maybe she was sick to that extent. Who knows? But all of a sudden, she says, I haven't felt this good. Her back wasn't hurting her anymore.
And she feels great.
And she
Usually,
feels-
usually the most anyone will feel is a little bit of a headache after using it for several days if they're using it on a regular basis, but not after just one treatment.
I don't know. I think she was coming down with something.
So it's not like you get the Herc reaction of like detoxing.
Well, I get the
too
hurt
fast.
reaction all the time. She does it, and I get the hurt. She does it, I get the craziness that comes out of her. She walked out. She just walked away, JoJo, and there's a highway here.
After
and-
doing this?
Yeah.
You guys want this thing back?
No, you guys are making it sound like it's going to hurt somebody.
No, not at all.
To use it.
Do never be afraid to use it, because I have tried other systems that made me violently ill, which I was really careful about using yours, right? Working with you and James. So little by little, I've introduced it. I didn't feel bad at all. I felt great. I just felt like there were things I had to get done. And you talk about energy and alignment. I know it sounds like...
It was over energy.
But airy-fairy on me and my energy, and Vinny, you'll understand this. I knew there had to be a place I had to go, and to me it was food. So I walked into Marco's Pizza, right across. You don't even know Marco's Pizza is there, right? So I knew I needed food, and I was looking for something to eat. So I go over to Marco's Pizza, and there is a flyer for drowning prevention for kids, and there's a foundation. And I look at the flyer, right, in a pizza place, how random, and I called them, and I asked the pizza place, I said, is anyone here involved with this drowning foundation for young children? And he said, I think maybe the owner or manager. So I called the name on it, I called them, I spoke to them on my way from the pizza place right where you are down to NN. And in that time period, I learned about the foundation. This woman lost her son to drowning right before he was 3 years old in 2012, and started a foundation and scholarships. And Marco's Pizza, they were one of the recipients of this scholarship for, I don't know whether they lost a child or the child drowned, and then after that had to get reacclimated with special services. So we're going to find more about that next week. They're joining us. So because of everything that happened in Pure Wave and how it aligned on my energy, I went into Marco's, I found the flyer. They're coming Monday. They're bringing on pool safety fences. They're bringing the CEO of the company, and that there are resources out there. And again, it's the level, it always starts with parental supervision, right? And then the safety fence. And of course, always teach your kids to swim. And that's what it comes down to. So because of all of that,
you know what you were probably feeling is that a lot of people have said it enhances their natural abilities. Like if you have some sort of psychic abilities or intuitive things, that it actually resonated your frequencies higher. And maybe that's why you were buzzing, and then look where it took you. It made you walk away down the street into something
into
where
a
you
pizza
meant to
place,
go,
right? For me to even walk into a pizza place is a whole nother level.
So
I'm new to this. I didn't see the show.
That's what we're going to talk about now.
Okay, I'm ahead of the game.
All right, so Tony, tell us what this is doing, because right now everyone's thinking Dawn's absolutely crazy.
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
it's going to kill them if they
no, you're going to feel so.
Or it's going to hurt them.
It makes you stronger.
It does.
Right? It gives you clarity, and maybe the clarity comes when you release pain. If you think about how much pain we walk around with all the time, what pain does to you, you don't even realize what it does. And tell us what Pure Wave does.
So it is a PEMF, pulsed electromagnetic field therapy. Vinny, you know what that is, right?
I do.
So it's not like others. It's very unique in its technology, which is very gentle, which you don't feel it. You're not buzzing. It doesn't hurt you, right?
No, not at all.
You don't feel it. You don't hear it. And a lot of systems out there, they make theirs actually high pulsed, or to the point where it does hurt, so that you feel like you're getting a treatment. This therapy was invented almost 30 years ago. It was the first full body therapy system in the world for electromagnetic field. So its patents are on what's called ion transport, which is the regulation of your cell voltage, or the regulation is ions, it's called. So it regulates what's called voltage, which just kind of stabilizes or normalizes the oscillations of your cells.
So when they become, yes,
yeah. So it's able to reach and penetrate into your body, almost like an MRI does. That's a pulsed magnetic field as well. And you know how deep that can get in as well.
I do.
So this is able to go in there, and it pulses or kind of massages the cells at the right resonance, and that's one of its patents as well, is to resonate that cell at the right frequency that allows it to, what they call unlocking mechanism, that allows the transport a change, and that is where you get your nutrients and your detoxing, or the waste out of the cell.
Well, it's funny, they took he was telling me I had radiation, that little machine on me. I'm like, what do you mean I have radiation?
The radium.
And he said it's from my cell phone.
Yeah. It's number one.
Scary.
Right.
It's remarkable what it does and how much better you can feel and how energized. Because normally when I get home from our Thursdays are crazy busy. You do this every night of the week. I don't know how you do what you do. Every night go to NN. So normally on Thursday nights when I get home, I am just like wipe, toast, shower, dinner, and to sleep. And last Thursday, I was going and going. And even my husband said, you don't seem as tired as you normally are on Thursdays. How are you still going? And I said, it's got to be the Pure Wave, right? Because it just changes your energy, the alignment, everything it does.
Regulation.
I just need more of it.
Now, Vinny,
I even had the glasses on.
Vinny knows something a little bit about what she's talking about, because you guys deal with this as well in what you do.
It's what I really like about the Pure Wave is it brings the resonant frequency to a level that's healthy without bringing it too high, because a lot of them try to prove a point by letting you feel it, and it causes more damage than good. And you want it at the right frequency, and correct me if I'm wrong, the right resonant frequency so it can heal the body. It's truly impressive. I came in and spent 10 or 15 minutes, and I said I just wanted to feel it on my neck because my neck's stiff. And I'll go here and here, and I'm like, 15 minutes I feel a difference without having to feel the pain that comes with it. I'd rather have all the pleasure and no pain and all the health effects. Then we did a radiation test on my arm as well, and I use different devices to clear it, including food-based properties as well. This cleared it almost 50% in a few minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. Very impressive, very impressive.
And what I liked about it is I'm trying to see how it works for neuropathy, for me. And again, for me, I'm not saying it cures neuropathy, I'm talking about the inflammation in my feet. So we've done this experiment a number of times. And the more you do it, the more, like I did it today, and my feet tingle. Not hurt tingle, but like I can feel the blood flow going in there again. It's really strange the way it works. For me, every individual is a little bit different, right? Everybody's body reacts to this thing a little bit differently. And it's true, it's about the healing process, removing that pain so you don't have to take opioids, you don't have to take drugs, you don't have to introduce more things into your body that you shouldn't be doing.
I also like that it gives the ability, it opens up ourselves to accept the nutrients we're taking, right? I'm a big believer in plant-based nutrients. Now, if I want those plant-based nutrients to be bioavailable, and now I can increase it. If I can increase it 5%, I'm happy. Now, if my cells are open and I'm increasing it, all the better. All the better. I can have less food and get more use of the food, more energy from it, etc.
Let's go to commercial break. When we come back, I want to talk about the food component with Regenerate. Stay tuned. We've got JoJo, Pure Wave, Regenerate. Vinny's back with us in-house, 888-565-1470. We'll be right back.
At Carmen Care Advanced Laser Therapy, our professional team specializes in finding the best alternative laser therapy treatments for your painful conditions. Do you suffer with chronic pain, a post-traumatic injury, or simply looking for the benefits of cell rejuvenation to the skin? Schedule a consultation today to understand how photobiomodulation can help reduce your symptoms, reduce or even eliminate pain. Give us a call today, 561-405-9577. We focus on treating you who has a disease, not a disease that defines who you are. Contact Carmen Care Laser Therapy today, 561-405-9577 or CarmenCareLaser.com.
vCard Global is the world's smartest business card that virtually allows a person or business to digitally share all of their information. With a vCard, sharing information is one simple click away. No need to open emails, websites, or social media. Updating information is easy and instant. vCard Global is the ultimate marketing tool, transforming the way we connect, communicate, and collaborate to grow your business. Text JENNG to 80800. Revolutionize your business card. For information, contact Jennifer. Text JENNG to 80800 for your free digital business card today.
Sexy, seductive, and beautiful. Looking for a professional and talented photographer? Danielle Boujon specializes in capturing flirtatious and tasteful images for yourself or your partner. Located in South Florida, Danielle really knows how to bring out your inner beauty on a shoot. Visit her website at www.daniellebuljan.com or call her at 561-305-2241 to capture your most desirable moments.
watching the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Dawn and Freddie S. at the cafe, give them a call at 888-565-1470 toll-free. Come on in for a cup of coffee or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. Don't forget, sharing is caring, and to like this video. Let's reopen the cafe doors now. Back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we are back. The Cupcake Fairy and Freddie are back at the Brooklyn Cafe TV.
That's your new name?
That's my
Cupcake?
new name, Cupcake Fairy.
Who gave you that?
Tony.
Ah.
Now, we just have to be clear. The Pure Wave system is amazing. And all it did for me, it opened up, as you said, it aligned my energy, and it made me so much more focused of what I knew I needed to do. And I just couldn't place it with words. Or sometimes you can't, you feel things before you see them, right? You believe it before you see it. I felt it before I knew what my purpose was at that next moment in time.
And it begins.
And then my headache went away.
It begins. You hear?
If you listen, cause any problem with that? No, it actually regulates the blood vessels. So whether it's high or low, it's regulation. Pretty much everything in the system is going to be regulation. Okay. So when you're regulating the cell,
Is that high blood pressure? As I can just see it now, be on the ground.
No, not at all. You're going to feel so great. And like Vinny said, it doesn't take you to a level where you're uncomfortable like some of these other companies do. And Pure Wave, 1014 Gateway Boulevard.
Yes.
1014 Gateway Boulevard. You have two incredible offices with so many modalities for pain and the sauna. And Vinny, you and John have to go by and see this place because so much more than what they brought here because it's portable. It's phenomenal, the setup that you have. I mean, we saw where we were, the beds, the lounges, but did you see the other side?
They have a bed outside, which is the new and improved one. Then they have the room where they have like 6 of them, I think.
Mm-hmm. So people can go there and get treated.
Oh, yeah.
They don't have to buy this.
But the thermal sauna
Now I understand.
and some of the bigger machines, oh my gosh, it's just incredible what you have put into it for people. You have to go check it out. And it's in the Quantum Towers Shopping Plaza, which is so perfect of a name for what you do, right? You can't even think of anything else besides the quantum physics of the Quantum Towers. Everything is there. And Marco's Pizza. And, you know, give back to a kid's, come on, kids in drowning, a parent's worst nightmare is losing a child to anything like that.
And some of the things, we go on remote. We went to a place and she was setting people up. The whole shoot was her in the green room in the back, and everybody was on the glasses in the back and everything else. So she takes it with her, and she could do it remotely because we were looking for places to put these machines in and give it a chance. So take away some pain.
And Vinny, we're talking about food and Regenerate. What is Regenerate?
Regenerate.me.
Regenerate.me.
So we don't confuse it. And it's spelled a little different than normal. It's REGENR number 8.me. It's a simple 3-phase program. First, we'll do a hair follicle test. And we'll put it onto a Tesla coil, read that information. It will give you every vitamin, mineral, nutrient, micronutrient, amino acid, fatty acid. It'll even tell you how much your cell phone is affecting you. That's why this fits perfectly into what we're speaking of today. Then we do a custom plant-based nutrition based on that information. That information gets sent to a medical director who then writes a prescription that is sent to a farm fully off the ground growing using vermiculture. So we literally make the dirt in the seed, never touches the floor, 97% less water, 14% increase in crop, full bioavailability. And that's how it's custom made for your supplements this month and the next 3 months will be different than you are because we'll test you again. We couple that with a 5-day regenerative fasting plan. This way it cleans all the stuff out of your body, puts your body into true autophagy, into true health. Wow. And we have found incredible differences in people immediately.
Such as what? What are people looking, what's changing?
Their metabolism is literally changing. When your body goes into autophagy, it's killing off dead cells that aren't being used and reproducing healthier cells that's being used. Weight loss, everyone likes weight loss. That's a nice buzzword, right? Which is good. Weight loss, inflammation, always good. Mm-hmm. But the idea is to keep it off and have your body working better, working properly. If you do this, I mean, if you go on the website, please go on the website. That's why I always mention it, so you could look up the proof, the literal writings. You have hundreds of papers from all over helping with anything from sickness, diabetes, cancer, inflammation, etc. I don't like to make any promises. What I will do is say, just take 5 minutes to really educate yourself. Go on to the website, take a look at the literature, and see. Remember, old adage, you are what you eat.
To get
It's
you
true.
that information, I'll need your permission. You can give it to me in the Google Assistant
I
settings.
guess
on your
Google's
phone.
talking to you too. Can you
Once
please
that's
tell
done,
Google how they
ask
can
me
get the
again.
information, Vinny?
Should I give them a plan? Should I spell it for them?
Please give the plan to Google because apparently Google likes what you're saying.
Apparently, you woke Google up.
That's funny.
I have that effect on Siri and Google.
I
That's
see
why I
That scared the hell out of me.
You got silent there for a few minutes.
I didn't know what was behind me. I said, there's a person behind me.
So what is it vericulture?
Vermiculture.
Vermiculture.
So yeah, but
What is that?
vermiculture is basically we're taking compost. We'll take fruits and vegetables and grasses. We put them into a compost machine, heat them up above 180 degrees. We put them into a vat about 3 times the size of this table with different worms, and they eat it, and it actually makes your soil. That's the easiest, nicest way I can say it.
And then you're putting that
So
for
your
each person.
So your soil is
identifying?
different. No, now we're growing in it. The problem
You're
is
growing in it.
You're growing in it. People say there's organic farm. Right? So let's say I have a 10-acre organic plot, but around me there's 100 acres of soil that's not organic, that's using pesticides, herbicides. So you can't have a little piece of land and all the water flowing in there. It's impossible. The dirt is not pure and clean anymore. So we literally grow off the air. We have a patented system. We grow off the air. So it's hanging in a pot, let's say a 5-gallon organic felt pail, for lack of a better term, and it's growing in there and off the ground.
So you have trays? Is that what you're doing? The tray
Yeah,
system?
not like trays. Tray systems go like this on the flow system. This is literally more like a, let's say, a freestanding pipe, and off this pipe there's hangers, and on those hangers each one has 14 different
Oh, I've
pails
seen that.
from 2.5 gallons up. You can look up Grow More. That's the farm. It's
And what are you
truly
growing?
impressive.
Is it going to come in a
there's
capsule
200
or is it
different-
edible? What are people getting?
This is a beautiful part about it. You would look at it, it is literally 1 tablespoon in the morning of all of your specific vitamin, mineral needs in a plant-based. So it's like dehydrated plants. Nothing to keep it, so there's no pesticides, no herbicides, nothing to keep it lasting longer. True plant-based nutrition.
And it's not a meal replacement. This is not
It
your
is-
food. This
no.
is in addition. Don't starve,
So
right?
I guess
This
you
is
mix it with something, right?
This is the big problem with
Nutrition.
supplements, right? Most people
Right.
think they want to do more, right? It's also our culture, right? More is better, and it's not
Mhm.
true. It's the balance thereof. It's the body in perfect harmony. What does the Pure Wave device do? It's not boosting it up. No, it's putting your body back in harmony, opening your cells so your body can heal itself. What we do nutritionally is the same thing. We're giving you specifically what you need to balance out, to make that beautiful harmony so your body can properly absorb the nutrition and you can grow. and
Right,
be
can you think of
healthy.
it? Look at this alliance,
Right,
right? It's
yeah.
exactly what you guys are doing with the Pure Wave, James and Tony, that you're doing with nutrition.
Oh, it's a beautiful alliance. So I came in 5 minutes, and the first thing I said is, how quick can I get to your clinic? And how quick can I get to your clinic? And when could we work out something? Very few times in life things are perfect. This is one of those times.
Well, this is a product that since we first met them, we said, we think back about all the different things that I've tried.
Right, and how we met you and John a couple years ago, and the product that we used then, which we don't want to confuse people with, but
Right.
we instantly thought of you and the energy and the ions, and we even tried to explain it, but it's so out of our wheelhouse on how to actually explain the products that we knew just putting you guys in the same room, you'd figure it out yourselves.
Well, we've done the lemon piece, and people think it's a trick. Remember when we had?
Oh, I do it.
everybody-
I do it up in Melbourne Beach all the time.
Everybody does it because it explains exactly what's going on with your body. And you're absolutely right. Your core, the way you're doing it naturally, it's changing the concept of medicine in this country. Because
Absolutely.
whatever you take in, I didn't know as a diabetic that I was eating myself to diabetes. I didn't know that I was
That's
creating
correct.
inflammation in my body with some of the things that I shouldn't be eating. So when I have pain, I go to the doctor, they give me pills. I mean, what else are they going to do? Here's a pill. Take care of that pain. Let me give you a pill for this pill. And then there's another pill for that pill.
That's one of my biggest issues and my biggest pet peeves is stop healing the people,
Over-medicating.
right? We're over medicating, we're giving,
Exactly.
we don't, this planet the universe was made beautifully. It was made like that.
Balance.
It was made in perfect balance. If it comes from a tree, it comes from the earth, it's probably healthy for you. I promise if a man put his fingers on it and changed it, it was for the betterment of the man, not the human.
Yeah, look,
They're
Eve
doing
came
it to
from
make
that
money.
side.
Huh?
Look just how Eve came. It's a betterment for mankind.
Oh, that's a
Adam
religious
said,
stuff.
and there she is, and here we
Well,
are.
look at my father's 88. He has blood clots in both lungs with a bridge. My father should have died 10 years ago. My father was a farmer for many, many years, 20, 30, 40 years. lived in the soil, still does at his age. He goes and he picks his crops and he's in the dirt. In the dirt.
That's incredible.
It is, and they can't figure him out. You know, they tell me, leave him alone.
Oh, he's leave him alone. He's
But
getting
the soil has changed from when your dad was in the farm to now with the pesticides and the herbicides and everything that's being treated. It's changed.
No, he grows his own. He
Right,
doesn't
so
put
it's
any
totally
pesticides. He doesn't do any of that stuff. He grows. If it doesn't work, then he tries again, and he just eats from the earth. And things taste differently in Puerto Rico because it doesn't have anything attached to it.
It's completely different. The food and the tomatoes, and you can literally snap a piece of asparagus off, and you put it in your mouth and eat it, and immediately it goes into your body. You feel, wow, this is fantastic. I've never tasted asparagus like this. I mean, literally from the ground, snap it. You don't have to clean it. Just eat it, and immediately you feel that what it's giving your body.
And where are you
It's
growing
not
everything? Is it in the United States?
Indiantown, Florida, a couple hours from here.
You're right
Wow.
up there in Indiantown.
It's amazing what you guys create. Things that I don't even know how your brain works the way it does, that you create.
Alliances. We partner with people that are experts in their fields. Just like, that's one of Freddie's big gifts. Freddie is he's a connector. He puts people together. He sees the big picture, puts people together like us that don't know. We make alliances. We went to a farm. We went to about 100 different farms over the course of a year and a half, all of which are fully organic, none of which except one are really fully organic. Because they were all growing in the dirt. And then when we found the system, when we found the people behind the system, because it's really about the people behind the program, right? And they invented it, and they're patented it, and they're holding it. These men create natural fertilizers that took them off the market, completely off the market, so we can use them ourselves, so we can lower our cost. Imagine giving a custom supplement complete for you for $129 a month.
Wow.
Yeah.
Does it change
extreme.
monthly, or you said it's for 3 months, correct?
It goes for 3 months, so you'll pay each month for it, but it's specific if you have 3 months, and then you'll do a hair scan again because we change, right? It's all based on epigenetics. The air you breathe, the water you drink, the food you eat is what you become. If you eat Big Macs and bad food for 3 months, your test is going to come out bad, right?
That's right.
If you're eating clean and you're having the proper amount of food in the right format, then you're going to look a little better, you're going to feel a lot better, and you're going to be a lot healthier. And your test will come back better.
You know, it's funny. I have a friend of mine that grows all her own vegetables for that reason. And then what do I see her do? Put it in the microwave. I'm like, really? You grow this to be healthier, and then you put it in the microwave.
And she kills
It's
it.
ridiculous. So she kills it, right?
Well, Sanjay, she doesn't. She hasn't learned fully. She's learned, but
She's
she
halfway
hasn't-
there.
That's right.
And that $129 is very, invaluable because you spend more than that on supplements, plus all the junk you're putting in your body. If you would eliminate that or pick where you're going to spend money on your body instead of other things to feel better.
We talked yesterday about
Absolutely.
food addiction and how your body, look, James perks up over there. Your body becomes addicted to sugars and flours and things they shouldn't become addicted to, and then you have to break the habit. And this is just everything like we talked about yesterday. Comes back again today.
Our society is built for failure. And I'm sorry, let me take that back. Our society is built to sell money. So a Big Mac, which is the billions and billions, they're built to sell Big Macs, right? They're built to sell food. And again, you have choice. You can have as many as you want, make yourself sick. It's up to you. Everything in moderation, right? But you have to become responsible. So you wait until you get sick. Yes, that would be me. And then you say, I'm going to do something. Instead of doing it when you're
Ahead of
healthy,
time.
right? I mean, you get into this system. If you have pain, you come over here. I mean, there are so many different uses of what you guys put together. And I carry this around as a reminder because they're putting together a panel. And they want to know what the hell we're doing, Holy Cross, what we're doing to change diabetes. That's my goal because I have it.
Well,
and
Holy
I wanna
Cross
change
is
it.
doing, and if you know anybody, they're putting a group together, a support alliance group together for those that are pre-diabetic and diabetic that want a lifestyle change. Because the studies are showing it goes to your point on medications. Taking a medication and changing your lifestyle, they said there was a 58% better result on those that changed their lifestyles than those that just took this pill.
That's right.
Which is remarkable,
and you
right?
Hold,
Because
you
it's a
hold
lifestyle.
the key. You hold actually one key to the locks of helping people get into that healthy zone. You know,
Proper health, proper nutrition.
That's it.
If you're eating the right things and they're specific to you, you will get healthier. Your body will heal itself. That's how it was designed. We were designed to heal, designed to live long, prosperous lives in a healthy way. I'd like to live to 100, but I'd like to live to 100 healthy.
Healthy. I mean, being 100 and being miserable
True. Well,
is horrible.
absolutely.
Well, I asked my father, I says, Dad, how do you feel at 88? He says, I'm 88. How do you think I feel? I say, you in any pain? He says, when you reach my age, you'll find out. He says, just leave me alone, he said.
Just be grateful.
Now, pain is something that your product, Tony, it establishes. There are people that take drugs for it. There are people that become drug addicts, opioids, because you want to get away from the pain. And I understand pain. You got a chance at a clean way of resolving these issues to work at eating better, living healthier. The options are there, is what I'm saying. You have options. That's what it comes down to.
It's down to choice, right?
Can you imagine you wake up in the middle of somewhere and you got no choice? And you got to go whatever, and you got to eat whatever because you got no choice? It's a horrible deal.
But it starts with one step. You can't go from eating badly your whole life to being in pain your whole life, right? One thing starts the next to thinking tomorrow you're going to be 100% cured.
Correct.
You have to take the right steps and educate yourself, right? It's like when you're pregnant and then you try and lose weight. And I remember someone saying, it took you 9 months to get to that weight, embrace it, give yourself the 9 months to lose the weight, right? It's the process of, you say the yin and yang. It's the balance of what it is.
Everybody wants a quick fix.
Well,
exactly.
But you know something? There isn't a quick fix. Let's get to that. You gotta sort of build and trust the system. If you trust the system, you got a shot. How do we get your product? What's the website?
It's regenerate.me. But I want to say there is a quick fix, because I believe 5 days on a fast will be a huge quick fix for everybody. If I have diabetics, which we have thousands of come in, I tell them go on a 5-day class. Speak to your doctor first. Go on the 5-day cleanse and see what happens to you. You tell me how you feel.
Let's talk about that when we get back from commercial break. 888-565-1470. We're going to introduce you to Lisa because she would love to work with some of your clients as well. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Let's all welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet TV radio production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make all your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes or live radio streaming, as well as tape productions for social media platforms and television. AMP2 TV can handle all of your television needs, including closed caption for a perfect on-air telecast. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages, or visit one of their many studios to get your creative juices flowing. Come and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies, including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's AMP, the number 2.tv, or call them at 866-224-5422. Feel free to call for a quote or just a consult of how to put your business on a social media platform or radio platform, or just doing a show that is covered by all platforms. Call 866-224-5422 and make an appointment. That's 866-224-5422.
Are you ready to fall in love with yourself? Own your gifts and step right into your power. Well, you've come to the right place. FeelGoodExpress.com. I'm Dee Dee Lyons, and I'm founder of my Feel Good Express lifestyle program. It's so easy peasy. I empower you with heart-centered tips and tools that you'll have to practice every day. The mantra will be, believe it before you see it. I see you, I hear you, and what you say matters. So follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and at my website, feelgoodexpress.com.
Do you want to enhance your love life with flowers? Rejuvenate love, life, health with flowers from Blossom Moments? Weekly deliveries to your home, your business, hospital, or even senior centers. Give us a call at 561-951-6343. Blossom Moments could also coordinate your wedding or event. Contact Blossom Moments at bmgevents.net. For all of your floral event needs, large or small, call Blossom Moments. 561-951-6343. And we look forward to hearing from you.
Thank you for watching the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Dawn and Freddie S. at the cafe, give them a call at 888-565-1470 toll-free. Come on in for a cup of coffee or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. Don't forget, sharing is caring, and to like this video. Let's reopen the cafe doors now. Back to Dawn and Freddie S.
The target specifically back.
And we are back on Energy Tuesday, Energy Healing Tuesday at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. Give us a call, 888-565-1470. We've got Pure Wave with us. I did my session. Freddie did yours.
People want to know how to get in touch with Pure Wave.
You can call us at 561-965-7777. We can also take appointments for sessions if you'd like. You'd have to call and make an appointment. We're not open to the public yet. The Pure Wave Energy Center will probably be open in another month to the public, but we can do sessions in our main office for now.
Absolutely beautiful. And we were talking to Vinny about the 5-day fast. How much fasting is it, the cleanse?
Excuse me, how much?
Is it totally no food, or is it partial fast?
Well, that's the beautiful part about it is you'll have liquid foods, you'll have soups 2 a day, and it'll be specific. Everything you will get will be specific to you. It'll be in a box. You have nothing to worry about. You don't have to not go with just water for 5 days.
That was my question.
Yeah, because I know what the fear is.
Everyone's fear
is it water and lemons? No ice cream until day 6.
Day 6
wait a minute. So it's called a 5-day fast?
It's called a fasting regenerative plan.
Okay.
So what it's doing, it's mimicking a fast without actually putting your body into a water fast.
So there's no shock in the body.
Correct. So
Okay.
and it's nice and easy to do. It's the exact foods based on the protocols that your body needs. You're at 1,100 calories the first day, 800 for 5 days, so you're still having a caloric intake, right? And you're having the proper food, so it's going to trick your body into thinking, wait a minute, my insulin isn't going to spike, there's not going to be any any animal-based products in there, so it's pure and clean.
I'm interested in
Yes,
that.
by day number 5, Freddie, you know what I'd really like to see? I'd like to put it out there, 3 months in a row. You personally do it 5 days, 3 months in a row.
I'm down.
And I would love for you on
I'm
air
down.
to show your blood work.
I'm down.
And how about if I can, on air, give you a guaranteed improvement after 3 months?
I'm in.
You have your blood work, and you show me. And the other part, the other 25 days of those 3 months, or whatever days it is, you eat as clean as you possibly can, and let us see, because to the public out there, there's nothing better than real proof.
Right.
And I have no problem putting a gauntlet out saying, do the right thing for yourself. It'll change your life, not for the next year, for the rest of your life, because you won't go back. Dawn said something earlier about taste buds, right? Feeling it. There's a reason your body is craving that sugar. Once you clean it, if you do this program in 5 days and you go 30 days clean, you're not going to want that. You're going to take a sip. Yeah, your taste buds change. You're going to take that and be like, what's that, Diet Coke? It'll actually harm you. You'll actually taste the chemicals in it because you've cleaned your body. And I'm putting that challenge out there, Freddie, for your health, because I think you can do fantastic. It'll change you, and I would love to have you around a lot longer.
I am
in. We're putting you on a mat too every day.
That's fine. Listen, I am all in, and I'll make you guys a promise. This thing does its results like we know it's going to do. I am personally going to take it down to FAU and to Holy Cross, and I said, listen, you guys think you have a solution? Let me show you what my gang has come up with, because my A1C went from 11.2, I got it down to a 6.1. It has not been easy, okay? I've had to really change my life. It's funny, when Dawn said to me 2 years ago, you gotta stop eating ketchup, you gotta change your life, I didn't know what those words meant. Is it hard? Abso-freaking-lutely. Diet Coke and me used to be friends.
That's right.
And Diet Coke is not a weight loss solution. It is bad for you all the way around. I can't tolerate bread. I'm done with it. I just can't eat it.
You know, we talk about intervention, and Karen Rayner comes on, and you met her as well last week as an interventionist, and she comes in for the people that are addicted to drugs and alcohol. There is such thing as food addiction.
We talked about
and the
that
hardest
yesterday.
thing for me, when I said to you, is I didn't want to say you have to, because I don't want to tell someone what they have to do. And as a health coach at the time, that's how I met you. I didn't want you to die. And I looked at you and I'm thinking, this man is going to die. I've watched you at your weight. And as my business partner, I thought, how am I going to tell him this without hurting his feelings?
Right.
And it's sensitive.
Yeah, so you let me get into intensive care for 7 days,
No,
and they told me...
you went to the doctor, you went on medication, and you had a black box warning reaction.
Intensive care, 7 days. You think I remember that part?
I've heard you many times tell him you're not eating that.
I remember
You're not
7
doing
days
that.
of intensive care. I got 14 tubes coming out
But
of me.
think how hard it is for people to look at a loved one and say, I wish you could change.
You know
I
what?
don't want you to die.
Let's change all that.
But you went on the
If you had
medication
told me
with
that
my-
I was going to go down that road, you can tell me anything you want. I don't care if you hurt my feelings. It makes no difference.
Instead of me saying, I don't want you to die, I should have told you they're going to cut you up piece by piece.
Why not? That's another thing. After the 7 days, I went to see this doctor they gave me, and he's drawing circles around my body. I'm in shorts, and he's drawing everything around these are the parts we're going to cut off. He starts putting numbers. Now, can you imagine after what I just went through, I'm meeting this doctor, he says, this diabetes, you're going to end up killing yourself, and I'm going to show you the parts I'm going to take out first. You got my attention.
That's scary.
So this is a piece of cake. You want 5 days, I'll give you 10. I mean, the bottom line is I've learned my lesson, and don't worry about my feelings, because I'd rather have hurt feelings than have no feelings.
No feelings.
It's a good
But
point.
It's a good, right.
It's a good point.
So when you see a loved one and you care about them and you're at their health and they're in pain, intervene. You know what they're always going to tell you? No.
Of
And all
course
you
they're
can do
gonna tell
is
you no.
try again. They're going to tell you no again. And I go through this with my dad, who's been in the hospital apparently 6 times in 4 months, I found out today. And again, and what happens, Vinny, every time? They put him on another medication. They find something else. They put him on another medication. For him to try their plant-based supplements, I would love, because people, once you're on that many medications, then you're afraid to change the homeostasis of what the doctors put you on, right? Because you're afraid any little thing you change is going to set off a cascade of something else.
Use it with no problem. Now, yesterday we had a gentleman come in, and he's probably listening. More people need to hear what you guys have to say to give them a chance. I'm not talking about curing people, so don't get crazy on me. I'm talking about giving you a chance, giving you a choice to do what needs to be done. Okay, I didn't like sitting in ICU, having 24 doctors on me 24/7, and then they tell my kids that I'm not going home? Are you serious? You want to talk serious? I'll talk to you serious. My kid never visits anybody in the hospital. When they told him your father's not going home, he wouldn't leave. So, you've been told, you've been warned, you've been shown. I don't want to hear, I don't want to do it. You know something? Then you what? We move on to the next one. Because that's the bottom line.
You got to give choice. And in the 5-day cleanse, that's why I asked, it's not a water cleanse. You're having nutrients. You're taking in calories.
Yes. You know what I believe preventative medicine is? Proper nutrition.
I think you're right.
Proper nutrition. Eat healthy. We poison ourselves.
Absolutely.
Every day.
But you take it to another level because you're doing it from the soil growth.
Yes.
I have never heard that in my life. That is different. You talk about people say, oh, this is an organic tomato. Well, how'd you grow it? Oh, in the dirt. That's not organic soil, which is what you're doing.
Right. It's completely different. It's
It
a whole
is.
different level. The nutritional value on it, the taste, the flavor, it's a different level. And when you combine everything, when you combine true custom nutrition into a program based on what your body specific needs are and not just throwing more at it, just in that perfect harmony and balance, and you do that 5-day cleanse, it makes a true difference in your health. And it makes it immediately, that's important to me.
And you're doing it with the DNA hair sample.
All through
right?
a hair sample, not DNA, because DNA doesn't change, right? The same DNA. If you have 2 twins, they're going to still have that same DNA, right? And my DNA changes now. I'm 50 years old. When I was 30 years old, I looked a little bit different. I felt a little bit different, but it wasn't the same. It's your epigenetics, right? The air we breathe, again, the food we eat, the water we drink. That's what we really become. If I'm going to eat bad food all the time, my DNA stays the same.
And it's
right?
regenerate.me. REGENR8.me. You can get all your information there.
Perfect.
And Tony, how do people find Pure Wave?
PureWaveNow.com.
And Jojo, when do we see you again?
Holy
Tomorrow.
This show.
PureWaveNow.com. We see Jojo again tomorrow. So come on down tomorrow because we are having a party here for Danielle Boujon, and apparently Samantha is joining us again.
Now, where'd the time go?
That's where it goes.
It's ridiculous.
When you put in a call to action, Freddie, people should learn from the call to action.
Holy
you know what? It's all about choice.
This is over.
We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Be kind to each other.
And don't be late.
And don't be late.
Ah.
Bye-bye.
PureWave. Supercharge your cells. Energize your body with PureWave therapy. Internationally patented, PureWave technology helps eliminate radiation from modern electronic devices which can cause chronic disease. PureWave technology strengthens the immune system and metabolism while activating hormone production. PureWaveNow.com, 561-965-7777. Are you ready for improved cell regeneration, less discomfort, a longer, healthier, vital life? Contact PureWaveNow.com for your consultation. Non-invasive technology promotes relaxation, a better quality of life, and a more energy. Call PureWave Now at 561-965-7777. PureWaveNow.com.
The Heart of Delray Gallery, located in the Delray Art Complex, is one of South Florida's top venues for art, culture, music, and private events. The Heart of Delray Gallery is a cutting-edge, 11,000-square-foot art exhibition showcasing local artists and artisans with the highest quality of talent and vision, highlighting South Florida's creative arts. Visit us at the Heart of Delray Gallery, 1440 North Federal Highway in Delray Beach. Come, take a tour, book your next private event or fundraiser, or join us for Art Walk the first Friday of every month from 6 to 11 p.m. For more information, give us a call at 561-278-0074.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more goodwill next time. You can follow the cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.